Namaste, सबैजनालाई. Hello. This is the first ASM pod, the first episode. As a के कुराकानी हुनेवाला छ, I have not a lot of idea what am I going to talk about, but I thought let's just start this. Your podcast को idea चाहिँ I've been having for the past 5 years, let's say. सोचिरहेको थिएँ कस्तो खाले बनाउने, कसलाई बोलाउने. Maybe we do a 2-man show or 3-man show. And then the rock show happened on तपाईँले पुरानो हाम्रो rock show Radio Nagarikko. And if you see त्यसको पुरानो episodes, it looks like a podcast. You know, it's headphones and we're just bullshitting. We're still bullshitting. It's just two musicians sitting down and just talking about stories. But I thought maybe एउटा solo podcast पनि अब गर्न सकिन्छ कि. Just get कसैले सुनोस् नसुनोस्, like look man, कसैले सुनोस् नसुनोस् is not the main concern of this. मेरो साथीले अनुपले मलाई सजेस्ट पनि गरेको थियो, दाइ भिडियो गर्नुहोस्, it's good for your in terms of marketing and more people seeing it. I'm like, that's not what it's about. I know I'm putting it in the public domain, so I want people to hear it. But I don't want to push it like that. I want it to be organic. I want people to find it. And they will find this. Trust me. You will find me listening and hearing and looking at everything that's happening and saying it on this podcast. So that's what that's what this podcast is about. त्यही हो. अब first कुरा चाहिँ we have to start with the lockdown. Lockdown was tough. मेरो त album launch ASM1 हुन लाग्थ्यो Purple Hazeमा. Lockdown was announced 3 days before before the launch, so that was kind of discouraging. Then March, April, घरमै बस्यो, full on घरमा बस्यो man. त्यति बेला चाहिँ कोरोनाको डर, looking at the death count every day from Italy to Spain to America, हुन्छ नि त्यसपछि India. It was tough. And then finally यहाँ जुन first death भएको थियो सुत्केरीको, you know, and stuff. It was yeah, it's still scary. It's still very scary. We're still in lockdown. हामी फेरि lockdown हुन सक्छ. Melbourne is locked down for 6 more weeks. And अझै थप्ने जस्तो कुरा गरिरहेछ. And it's a case by case, region by region solution that all of us have to take. Even in Nepal, I guess. So त्यसको लागि government strong हुनु पर्यो. Strategically strong हुनु पर्यो. But you know, I think the government locked it down at the right time. तर त्यसपछिको some of the things that have happened are just not good, man. I mean, I was on the street for enough is enough पनि. मैले देखेको कुराहरू चाहिँ was many things on the road. I went as media once and then as a civilian once. And it's a good time to be alive. It's a good time to be alive in Nepal because I think we are on the brink of change in the next 5 years. I think अब हामीले satire हान्छ, cynically भन्छ कि बुढाहरूले सिटै छोड्दैन and stuff like that. Okay, let's get someone ready. After we take them out, then what? Then who comes? You know, I think the youth leaders should really look at themselves in the next 5 years and think one of them can lead this country and can lead it properly too. I'm not saying at all the old leaders are bad. Far from it. तिमीलाई council experience चाहिन्छ के त्यो generationको पनि. You can't say हिजो मात्रै मैले Joe Roganको podcastमा Oliver Stone is the director of Platoon, Apocalypse Now. He's the scriptwriter for Scarface. He's just done some of the, I think, Any Given Sunday. He's just done these big works, and he was the one who said that I come from a generation of Bill Clinton and George Bush, but I don't think like them. You know, it's you have to look at individuals and not a whole genre or not a whole age group. It's necessary that you seek good where good is, and त्यसरी अगाडि बढ्नुपर्छ. That's what I think, man. Look, what do I know? I know मलाई के थाहा छ? I'm an idiot. All right. I want to listen to more people on this show. There will be more people on this show, hopefully. I don't know what's going to happen. From all fields, I know, of life. This can be an interview, this can be just a conversation, or it can be just, you know, swapping stories. And Theo, that's what this podcast is about. The lockdown, man. Yeah, that was the lockdown. There's a lot of things that happened in that lockdown. My God, यति काण्ड भएको थियो यार यो लकडाउनमा. अब सोच्यो भने त सिडनी गुरुङ, त्यो कुकुरलाई मारेको माइकल कोबोल्ड, and then God, there's just so many things. It's hard to keep track. Somebody do a thesis just just on the lockdown and things that happened. Oof. That's what it is. So going forward, your podcast ma चाहिँ we're going to talk about everything. Right? It's not just about music. I know. I can play some of my own music on this show from time to time. Let's see what happens. This is just freedom. And let's see where it goes. I'm excited. I don't know where it's going. I don't know if it's going for too long. But it is what it is. Max Holloway moment. Speaking of Max Holloway, your show ma UFC talk, wrestling talk, aliens, UFOs, psychedelics, legalization, everything. We're gonna talk about bullshit about everything. And I want to also say thank you to everyone who's given a good word or best wishes or whatever you've written and sent to me. Thank you so much, man. Thank you. I mean it to all the ketakeri out there, man. Your word means something. It does mean something, and I want to say something back to you as well. I don't know if anybody has said this to you recently, but I'm proud of you. Like, I'm proud of each and every one of you. I know all of you are trying to do your best. This social media world, we're looking at other people's lives throughout the day, and it creates this sort of you're insecure about timle ke garira chhau afai mo life ma kaha chu, and there's a pressure of being productive or haina yaar ma bhaina yaar, because it's a lot of pressure to function in this society as well. But to everyone who's making an effort, in their job, earning money, in their passion, whatever field it is, I just want to say I'm proud of you, because I think we need to keep saying that to each other. I think we need to keep saying that I'm proud of you, man. I really am, for doing all that you're doing, and keep going. It's a marathon, not a 100-meter sprint. We gotta keep going, man. Just take a few rests from time to time. It's okay to slow down. It's okay to sit and relax for a while as well. Breathe in and breathe out. And त्यसपछि फेरि हिँड्ने. All right. And sometimes we can hold each other's hands and go forward in life as well. So yeah, that's the sort of thing. Lovey-dovey on the ASMpod. All right, so I think this is good for the first pilot, don't you think? I think it's all right. I want to do this. I want to keep doing this. So I'll keep doing this. And before I go, I just want to share one story. And this is the thing I miss. Lockdown boy, sabi kura boy, man. I miss playing live. I miss performing live. ASM was formed to perform live. It was supposed to get that energy. त्यसको वर्णन नै गर्न सकिदैन. I've asked Swapnil that this as well. When you get on stage, there is no adrenaline hormonal rush than being in front of 200, 300, 400, 500, 1,000 people and just getting lost in the moment of singing a song. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. And त्यो स्टेजसम्म पुग्न पनि रियाज गर्नुपर्छ, practice गर्नुपर्छ. You have to. There's a reason why the stage is 4 feet above the normal audience. It's because you give them that respect, because they've put in that hard work to be that good. Stevie Ray Vaughns of the world, the Coltrane's of the world, the Frank Sinatra's of the world, the Narayan Gopal's of the world. You give them that respect is because they've seen a lot and gone through a lot and honed their talent to stage-samma pugna. And that's what I miss, man. I miss being on stage and showing you what I'm good at, and that's live. But I'll tell you one story, right, before I go. This will explain why I have this image on the pod. So, मेरो Thamel project was called Kick-Ass. Deepak Shakya, Nikhil Sakarmi, Roshan Lama, and Amro Sanjay Shrestha on the drums, and sometimes Sajiv Shrestha from Over and Out. I think he's not in Over and Out anymore. The good, bad, and the ugly band. Sometimes he would come and join us too. So it was one night. हाम्रो Wednesday को open mic को residency थियो, right? Purple Haze ma. And still for a Wednesday, Purple Haze was crowded, man. Like super duper, like 300, 400 crowded, which is insane. And I remember one of these nights, like everybody's drinking, everybody's having fun and stuff. So it's open mic, so somebody goes up on stage and माथि गएर गीत गाइरहेछ उसले हैन. अनि म तल आएर बाहिर अडियन्सबाट चाहिँ सुनिरहेको थिएँ. He was a good singer. I think he was a foreigner and singing well. And I get this tap on my shoulder, talk, Abhishek Dai. And I look around, it's a workmate, a colleague, right? I'm like, what's up, brother? And and he's like, Abhishek Dai, I am so proud of you, Dai. Oh, yeah, thanks, man. What's up? होइन दाइ, म तल दाइ, मलाई तल गार्डले रोक्यो पर्पल हेजको होइन. अनि मैले उसलाई भने कि दाइ, म अभिषेक दाइको भाइ हो के. अनि उसले मलाई यसो हेऱ्यो अनि जान्थ्यो. दाइ, I'm so proud of you, दाइ. I said, त्यो त कुरा ठिक छ भाइ, तर आज एन्ट्री फ्री हो. And he looks at me. He just stares at me for I think 10 seconds with a drunk look on his face. And he's like, then he goes, I love him. He knows who he is. I'm not going to give you any names. Come on. He knows who he is. I love him a lot. So that, yeah, that's what this pod is about, man. Once I get a few more, I think we're gonna do a UFC pod next, so that'll be fun. So हामी पनि छौं यार fanहरु चाहिँ. Let's talk about it. Also, Mike Tyson is coming back for an exhibition fight. Woo! We gotta talk about fighting in the next pod. So that's what the next pod is gonna be about. And then let's see where we go. Till then, thank you so much. सुन्दैकोमा धेरै 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 धन्यवाद हजुरहरुलाई. I won't take much of your time. This is just the test. This is just the start. We'll see where this goes further on. So, thank you. See you. And keep listening. There's going to be more on the ASMpod. All right? Take care. Bye-bye.